Hello and welcome to another update video about Polygon MATIC. A very frustrating chart, a very choppy chart, a very difficult chart to read as well. And there isn't, to be honest, much to add to my last video. But I know there are a lot of people who are interested in MATIC. So again, the view remains. I mean, maybe let's start at the 4 hour. Yeah, let's start and zoom out a little bit and just to give a bit of context. So first of all, it is still one of the, in my opinion, best charts that is out there for crypto. It is not a bearish chart. There is nothing bearish on this chart until we drop below 47 cents, below this support level and area. This area is based on the idea that we've moved up in a wave. Whoops, not high enough. So that we've moved up here a second to a wave one. I haven't adjusted that properly here. Roughly correct. So we've moved up in to wave one here around $1.05, and then we have come down in a wave two and touched sort of this support area for the first time. That was around 69-70 cents here back in September, and since then we've been moving up. And the idea is that we would be in a wave three to the upside already, because we've done the wave one, we've done the wave two, we're now in the wave three. However, it has been extremely messy price action, and that has been due to the various reasons for that, or not reasons, but why is it considered messy? It is considered messy because you had a lot of overlaps on the way up here. A lot of overlapping price action wasn't great anyway, but we could look at it from a bullish point of view as long as certain support levels were adhered to. We had here a long entry, which would have worked out, but still, this all was getting messy, right? 1, 2, here an A, B, C, and 3, then a wave 4 and maybe a 5, but I'm not happy about that because if you count it as a 5-wave move up, it has to be a truncated wave. Yeah, so all of it messy, but it could be part of wave 3. It could be as long as certain conditions are fulfilled. We then came down crashing here based on FTX, the FTX, let's say, scandal. We did, however, hold a higher low, so it could be really that this was within the yellow wave 3, which is somewhere up there, right, which just showed you. This here could have been a wave 1, and this here could have been the wave 2 of 3. A very awful wave 2 that would have been. And then we would say that we are now possibly in the wave 3 of 3, but I don't really have the evidence for that, because this looks like a horrible triangle here, which is unfolding, which, yeah, you know, could have, the lower trend line could have been broken now, to be honest. So there's different ways of how you draw this, and it's not highly reliable, that triangle. But what you can see is that we put quite a red candle in place, and we're currently coming down to 84. And to make it work as a so-called 1-2 and maybe even 1-2 setup within the wave 3, we would need to hold, first of all, here the 83 cent level basically, or 83.5 I talked about in the last video. The way we are coming down here, the price is fighting. And unfortunately, this entire chart, due to the choppy price action, it doesn't really give us, well, it doesn't really give us an edge, right? So I can really only tell you, and I talked about that in the Ethereum video, because we are caught in these ranges at the moment, that it really is not much more than if this happens, then that happens. So for me at the moment, it's very clear. If we go below the 83 cent level, below that wave 2 low here from the 14th of November, then we are going to most likely drop again into the yellow support box. That is located between 47 cents and 69 in a deeper wave 2. So basically what I would have to do then is to put the wave 2 here, and we would have to say that where I originally had the wave 2, it was only a wave A of a larger wave 2. So here, wave A overshooting wave B, and we're coming down in a wave C of 2. And really, this is the level that needs to hold 83 cents. As long as it holds, we have a good chance to move up in a third wave. But the entire messy price action, yeah, you know, it really pushes us into a situation where we can really only say, if this level breaks, then this is most likely going to happen, because the interpretation, generally just the interpretation of the chart leaves a few, you know, you have a few possible interpretations. Basically, you could say that we are currently just coming down, as I said to you, in the C wave, and we will come down and make a lower low here, but still hold the 47-cent level, which would be generally bullish. Or we are going to rally straight away, but there's no evidence for it yet. So we're really testing key support levels here at the moment. And it doesn't really give you an edge at the moment, to be honest. And, you know, there's no shame in admitting that it's just sometimes the case in these markets. And you need to know that this is extremely uncertain at the moment. This is, of course, not always the case, but sometimes you get these situations, especially when you are in a range. And this is really everything I can give you without, you know, making stuff up, really. So that's where we are. I mean, you can use some, but even if you use indicators, it doesn't really help you because you're just sort of moving sideways. At the moment, you are sort of caught in this range, and it's all about this support level, I believe, the 83-cent level. I mean, if you drop below that, you still have the low here at around 77, 76 cents. So theoretically, you could still start to move up from there, but you are then so much down to support that you've basically retraced too much to make it likely. And that is why I would then, below 83 cents, I would be in favor of an immediate sell-off. As long as we're holding above that, we could still look at higher here in 5 waves. But don't get me wrong, it's not highly reliable, okay? So that's really everything I can tell you at the moment about MATIC. Hope we get some more clarity soon. I think you probably hope for that as well, because clarity is good. So yeah, that's where we are. I mean, currently we see here red candles in the market, and we have recently also lost the support of this ascending broadening wedge as well, which isn't great. So until we really see here a smaller 5-wave impulse to the upside, things are uncertain. Okay, and that's my update about MATIC. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching.